Well, we just was really going through our head is just we got to stay focused, and we know that it holds a lot of weight because over the years there's been a lot of big battles between us, and we just have to make sure we are prepared and come out on top.
All right. And what are some of those things that you've been prepping for to be able to come out on top this week?
Well, we really been focusing on the little things this week, getting back focused and watching their run game because we know that they have a lot of talent, but we also know what we have on our side.
All right. And so are you offense or defense oriented?
I play both. Oh,
A little bit
I
of
play
both.
yeah.
A little bit of both. Okay. Offensively, what are you guys going to have to do offensively to be able to keep up with a Dwenger style offense?
Well, we're just going to offensively have to solidify our run game just like we know they are and just come out and not play scared and just come out fast.
All right. And so the bishops of the Fort Wayne and South Bend diocese is going to be there to be able to hand out the trophy and pregame prayer and everything like that. What's it mean to a player like you to have him there at the game and watching you guys?
Well, it's a huge deal to us because I have a lot of respect for the bishop, and we know that if he's coming out to watch us, it must be a big event, and we just really want to come out on top so he knows about Lures football.
All right. And anything else you want to add about the big game?
Oh, go Knights. Let's go.
Thanks, man.
This is always a big game, for both schools. So definitely high intensity this week as we get ready to face Dwenger.
All right. And what do you know about Dwenger, and what are you guys doing to prepare this week for them?
We know they're a physical team, especially their defense. So we know we have to match that not only in the game but also throughout the week leading up to in practice.
Okay. And on the offensive side of the ball, you're a lineman, correct?
Yes.
On the offensive side of the ball, you guys have put up a lot of points this season. What do you guys got to do to battle that defense?
We know that we have to stick with our strengths and we have to impose our will. We're going to try to impose our will upon them, but they got a solid defense this year and they've looked pretty good, so it's going to be a good matchup.
All right. And so the diocese bishop of Fort Wayne South Bend is going to be there for the battle of the bishops. What's going through your head? The head that someone that high up in the Catholic religion, what's going through your guys' head this week with that?
That's pretty cool to us, that he's going to be there watching us. So we're going to try and perform, put on a show. It's pretty cool.
All right. And Coach obviously went here to Lures. What's he been telling you guys this week to prepare for a game like this?
He's just told us some of the history of the rivalry, gives us some, knowledge of what it's been like in the past. It kind of gives us what to expect in this game, He told us we can just throw out the records, with these two teams in this game because it's going to be a close game no matter what. It almost seems like every year, so we got to be prepared for that.
That we got to play physical football, play with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, because we know that Dwenger is gonna bring it. They're a very physical football team. They're well coached. Fundamentally, they're sound in every aspect of the game. They don't beat themselves. So we got to come out and be on our A game, and we got to come out and play like it's a rivalry game with just a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and match their physical play, and hopefully play more physical than them.
And what is it like in the locker room this week with the players coming up to a big SAC rivalry game like this?
It's an exciting week. As much as the locker room has been, kids are kids in the locker room, but out here on the field during practice, they've been very intense this week. I thought our effort, our level of energy during practice was very good. And during our group and team sessions, there's been a lot of physical play, exactly what we're looking for. Now the big thing is can we translate that into Friday night.
Who are you looking forward to seeing on your team Friday night have a big game to be able to beat Lewis or to beat Dwenger?
Well, no one person in particular. We're going to need every phase of the game to be at their very best. From special teams, you look at Dwenger special teams, and they are as solid as it gets. Defensively, we've got to step up our efforts and our physical play from what we saw last week. We were sat back on our heels a lot, and we saw a kid out at Northrop, Keyshawn Edwards, just run wild on us because we sat back on our heels, which is uncharacteristic if you've seen this team this year. So we're looking to get back to our aggressive style of play on defense, and then offensively, got to be able to run the ball. and looking for our backs, all of them to run hard like they usually do. Looking for our guys up front really to come off the ball and block with some attitude.
Okay. And anything else you'd like to add about this week? Oh, one more. Sorry. The Bishop Diocese, Bishop Rhodes is going to be there at the game. What's that like for you to have the bishop there?
It's a cool experience. I mean, not just myself and the other coaches on staff and the people present, but for the kids to see the leader of the diocese there, doing a prayer before the game with them, and we hope to see him on the sidelines. And kids want to play for each other. They want to play for that Bishop's trophy, and I think they would be pretty thrilled if we came out on top and the Bishop handed us the trophy. So that would be a cool experience. And I know the kids just remember from my playing days, it was always an awesome experience when the Bishop was there.